Howdy y'all. It's that time again, so I was going to share my journal with you, and this is going to be the week of September the 2nd, which was a Thursday, until September the 8th, which was yesterday, Wednesday. Okay. So, on Thursday the 2nd, it was partly cloudy. It was in the upper 90s. Had a kind of like a spa day at home today. I whitened my teeth and I waxed my eyebrows and exfoliated, moisturized. I did my nails along with a facial and a hair treatment. It took me most of the day, but I'm glad I did it. I feel so much better. I was looking around the kitchen trying to decide what to make for supper tonight, and I think I'll do some grilled shrimp with garlic, olive oil, spinach, and onion on whole grain pasta, and that will use many of the ingredients I have on hand. Maybe a little feta on top and some oregano. And I did make that and it was very good. I actually felt like doing some yard work today. I even got dressed for it and I went out to the shed to get the mower, only to discover that we're all out of gas. So I guess I'll have to get some tomorrow. I'm going to try to go to town and do some errands and some shopping tomorrow. Even though it's going to be so hot, it will be a real chore. The cats spent the day under the porch. They finally came in after much calling and bribing with treats, and everyone was covered in spider webs and leaves, especially Norma Jean, so everyone got a good brushing this evening whether they wanted it or not. Okay, so Friday the 3rd, it was miserably hot, 105 degrees. So it was so hot today, but I went to town anyway. It's Virginia's birthday today. I got her something practical for her new house: 4 fluffy bath towels and a bathroom set with 2 rugs and a shower curtain. Her new house has 2 bathrooms, so I'm sure she'll find a use for those, and I got her a funny card. So I stayed and visited for a while. Her family kept bringing her lovely gifts and a beautiful cake and balloons, and when I left she was getting ready to go and meet her daughter for drinks. I hope she had a really great birthday. So then I went shopping for all our weekly stuff and 30 pounds of cat food, of course. I'm switching over to more fish, and I stopped buying hamburger or ground beef. I got salmon, halibut, and shrimp, and some chicken. Some of the shelves were empty, and there was only 1 container of half and half left in the cooler. I think people are trying to stock up on stuff again, thinking that there might be another lockdown soon because of the rise in COVID cases. I made grilled chicken with onions and bell peppers with whole grain tortilla for supper, and I used many of my new spices. It was delicious. Okay, so Saturday, it was cloudy and hot in the upper 90s. Woke up and first thing went to town and got gas for the yard equipment. That's one thing I didn't get around to doing yesterday. We got to work early before the heat was too bad. And we did all out by the mailboxes and the trash box. It was so thick and tall out there, and it took a while to get it looking good. Somehow that part always gets forgotten and neglected, so by the time we do it, it's all grown up and snaky and lots of work. Forgot to eat breakfast again, and I'd forgotten to eat yesterday until like 7 p.m. I really meant to eat before we got started working outside, but I totally forgot about it. So at midday we came in and I made grilled chicken with onions and mushrooms and mozzarella cheese on whole grain pita. It was really good, but messy. I think I'll wrap them in wax paper next time. After we got the yard all cleaned up, we're going to choose a place and set up the horseshoes game. It requires over 40 feet of space, so we have to choose carefully and perhaps cut down a couple of sweet gum saplings to make plenty of room. Hopefully, we'll mark it tonight and set it up tomorrow. I don't know if you can hear these guys. Howard and Naboo are kind of wrestling in the kitchen while I'm trying to do this. Okay, so Friday on the 3rd, Oh, I just did that. So Sunday, this was the 5th, and it rained today, although it was still very hot. I woke up to the sound of rain on the metal roof. I am so glad we got all the mowing done before the rain started. The weather said to expect it late Sunday or early Monday, so it was a pleasant surprise. I love the rain, and it was just in time because not only did it soften the ground a little, it settled all the dust and it made everything look clean and fresh and beautiful. We decided where to put the horseshoes court, and when it stopped raining, we set it up and played a few rounds. It's more difficult than I imagined, or than I remembered. 40 feet is a long way to throw a 2-pound horseshoe with any accuracy, and this will be a challenge. I'm looking forward to practicing when the weather cools off a bit. And we've gone out there like for 3 days in a row and played horseshoes. Me and Slim made pizza tonight, and they turned out great. We made 3 small pizzas with whole grain crust, no sauce, just olive oil and garlic. He made a 4 cheese, I made a veggie, and we collaborated on a spinach and onion with feta. This was such fun, and I didn't expect meatless to be so delicious. Oh, and Slim bought me a food processor, but I'm going to wrap it up and save it for Christmas. I do that, and when it starts getting to be autumn, I don't want to keep anything. I want everything to be wrapped up for Christmas. Okay, Monday, which was Labor Day for us in the United States. It was in the mid-90s and cloudy on the 6th. Even though today was a holiday and Slim didn't have to work, it was a full day. Very busy. We got up and we had coffee and we played Little Big Planet for a little while, and then we decided to get busy. We went outside and we worked on our vehicles for a while. I cleaned the Jeep and I vacuumed it. I did all the windows. Also, I finally got around to cleaning the upholstery on the front seats so I could put my new seat covers on. I didn't want to put them on dirty seats, and it's been too hot to shampoo them. So now it's all clean and nice, and I even put in new air fresheners so it smells great. The scent is called leather, and it really does smell like freshly oiled old leather. I love it. And while I was busy with the Jeep, Slim worked on the truck, so now both of the vehicles are in good shape. I got a little horseshoes here drawn in the margin. Because we played our first real game of horseshoes, and I won. We only played to 5 points, but it took forever to get there. I think it was more luck than skill on my part, but I got the first ringer. It was so fun, and we stayed out till sunset playing. We're going to have to paint those horseshoes, though, because they are hard to find in the grass at dusk. And they are, especially the ones they're calling gold. They are really hard to locate. Okay, so Tuesday the 7th, it was much nicer. There was some clouds and it was in the lower 90s. These guys are making a fuss over here. Y'all need to be quiet while I'm trying to read, silly guys. He wants out. Okay, so this morning, when I went outside to put Slim's lunchbox in the truck, it was still dark. It was just before 6 a.m. And it felt cooler outside than it was inside. Oops. Sorry. It felt cooler outside than it was inside. And that's the first time that has happened in months. The humidity is lower. You can tell just by the way the air feels lighter. I hope that the rain we had over the weekend has brought the autumn weather with it, and hopefully no more Indian summer with heat in the hundreds. I broke out the hammock Virginia gave me, and I measured it so I can put it up when I find a good spot. I love autumn time, and I think it is the best time to enjoy the outdoors and nature. I'm going to attempt to add more meatless meals to our diet. Look at this. Look at this guy. He knows he's not supposed to be up here. You know you're not supposed to be up here. Get down, brother. Get down. Sorry for the interruption, guys. That's my life. Crazy cat lady life. I got crazy cats everywhere. Okay, I'm going to attempt to add more meatless meals to my diet, and today I had a veggie sandwich, and I have to be honest, it kind of seemed like it was missing something. It was hummus spread on Ezekiel bread with onion, bell pepper, mushroom, lettuce, and a little bit of cheese. Don't get me wrong, it was very tasty. But as I've never really had a sandwich without meat, it wasn't as satisfying as I'd hoped. I kept thinking this would be a lot better with bacon. Okay, Wednesday. This was the 8th. It was in the mid-80s. It was a beautiful day. A nice breeze. I weighed in because it was the second Wednesday of the month. And I weighed at 194.2. And that's okay. Beautiful day today. The weather seems to be changing to autumn and I love it. I did my weigh-in today and I'm maintaining my weight over the last 3 weeks during the diet change. And I'm very pleased that I haven't gained a significant amount because I dearly want to stay under 200 pounds during all of this change. I fed Willow twice today. She's getting more friendly every day and would probably come out if Howard wasn't a jerk. I cut all the cat's nails today. I'm always surprised at how much they grow between clippings. Norma Jean needs a good brushing and a haircut. Maybe I can get around to doing that this weekend. It wouldn't hurt to give everyone a bath before it gets cold outside because Norma don't need a chill. I gave Slim a haircut this evening when he got home. Then after supper, I started to work on that blanket I've been meaning to make for myself from the wool that Lil Ozzy sent me. It's so soft and fluffy, it's hard to see the stitches, so I'm using my largest hook, so it's going to be super soft and cuddly. And this is the first blanket that I've ever made for myself. I have a little note here in the margin that says, I forgot to eat again today, and I only had tea all day until supper. And that's kind of something I'm going to have to work on, is being sure to eat midday at some point, because if I don't, I get really hungry in the evenings and then I want to eat supper and then like snack late. So I definitely need, if not breakfast, at least lunch. So that is my journal for the last week. I hope you enjoyed it with me, and until next time, y'all be sweet.